good. How you doing? Yeah, definitely hot out here. Day one was hot. No, it was good though overall. I thought defense came out, executed, calls well, ran around. Offense looked good. I think as a whole, we looked good today for day one.
What's it like being the guy with the getting the defensive signals? Is that any sort of adjustment for you?
I mean, it's been different for the last 2 years, obviously, but it's not something I'm new to. Done it in college, high school, so it's kind of cool to be back in the mic position and taking charge, getting everybody lined up, getting the calls in.
Does this first day at camp feel different to you, given the first 2 years you've had in the NFL and how different they've been compared to the NFL normal, like where it's at in the offseason and the work you guys had? Does it feel a little bit more farther ahead, I guess, when camps get rolling this time for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Just because I think this is the first real offseason I've had since I've been in the league. And so that preparation that we had in OTAs and then, a little bit after that, it's got me prepared for now. So I feel a whole lot better than I have in the previous camps on day one.
To retire, what did you learn from him playing beside him?
Oh, man, I just talked to KJ a couple days ago, but just the way he carries himself. Obviously the football knowledge is there. Everybody knows what type of player he was, how smart he was as a football player. But I thought the biggest thing that I learned from him is just how you carry yourself as a leader, as a man, as a husband, a friend, teammate, everything. And so just watching him my first year coming into the league, I thought that did me a lot of justice, just for my 2 years coming in after that.
Do you intend to use him as a resource, knowing he's still close by and all that in his history with this team and your position, obviously, to bounce stuff off of and keep in touch with him in that regard?
Yeah, absolutely. He's still around the Seattle area, comes to practice here and out, so I'm always, gonna use him for a resource if I want to, watch some film, need some help on certain things. I know I can call KJ.
With all the new coaches, how different is the language now compared to what it was defensively? Have you had to learn a lot, or has there been a lot of carryover in this position?
It's different, different systems, so there's going to be some different terminology, but it's not anything just foreign, There's a couple different adjustments here and there, but overall it's kind of been the same.
How much does it change your position for the change in the front? What does it change for you as far as how your role plays out when you're looking to go on and play out?
From the position I played last year?
And before, change it on the front. How much does it change you your exposure?
Well, I was kind of more on the outside last year, kind of just on one side of the field. And then when you move to Mike, you're in the middle, so you can go here, you can go there. So I think that's the biggest difference, is just where I'm at on the field, able to get to one side a little bit faster.
How much more prepared are you heading into this year because you played with Bobby and played with a guy like KJ?
I feel prepared. I text Bobby, KJ, Coach Norton. Those three guys really played a big role in my success so far. And I think just being around those three my first 2 years has really got me prepared for now. And so I feel good, going into this year and help leading this defense.
When you're in the middle, does your peripheral vision or recognition have to be sharper than on the other side of the field, or would that naturally what you have to do anyways, just to know what you're
Yeah, I would say so. You got to have that peripheral, spidey senses. Got to know what's going on right here, what's going on right here, see it all. And so I think that's something I've been gifted with naturally, just those instincts. And so just try to sharpen those tools and, keep getting better each day.
Anything else?
Thank y'all. Yeah,